Good boy. It is the 1st of December and the weather authorities are calling for tons and tons of snow. So I got to do a few things around here to get ready for that, because when the snow hits and stuff gets real cold, I don't want to be running around looking for stuff under 2 feet of snow. Let's get to it. Max is obviously here to help. Yes, a good boy. It's always Mingo. He's keeping an eye on stuff, aren't you? Jeez. Darn it. I've been sick the past couple of days, so that got neglected. This tractor's really low on fuel. I need to go up to the fuel barrel and grab some. I also need to get the fuel barrel. Right now it is 27 degrees out. Never ever use these barrels for fuel storage. They're supposed to be watertight. It's a magnet for water. Those things suck. I need to do a couple things to this skid steer before winter. I've been neglecting it for far too long. This machine has been such a good machine to me. I'm gonna throw a couple bucks into this thing and get it back to the way that it's supposed to be. It needs a seat, it needs an alternator, and it needs a new battery. Magically, it broke up all the ice. mean, the whole point of that block was to raise the back end so it drained. I see that plan worked flawlessly. I'll have to come back to that in a minute. Local town is having a Christmas parade. I'm gonna throw some lights on this and run it in the parade. That was pretty cool. There's a lot of people. Coming in. That was a lot of fun to do. I'll definitely do that next year. Why? Yeah, let's do some stuff to this. So this seat's ripped up. That happens with the cold because they don't really make these very well. And then it fills up with water and you sit in it and your pants get all wet, which is kind of annoying. Before we tackle this, let's finish putting this equipment away. This is why it's hard to get anything done. Before I tip this cab, I have to fix this chain that broke. Probably help if I unbolted the cab. Coming out. I'm gonna hit the rusty areas with this. It would be really nice to be able to store this equipment inside. I just don't have the facilities for it right now. This is just a creeping oil. It's Surface Shield by PB Blaster. Not affiliated with them. I just really like this. Never, ever, ever use the rubberized undercoating. All that does is hold moisture in and it rots your stuff from the inside. All right, here's the problem with this alternator. You see it has 1, 2, 3 wires. If your alternator has more than 1 wire, it's too many. See right here, it's stamped 12 volt, 65 amp. I can go replace this with a single wire GM alternator out of like a small block Chevy. And you know, the mounts are probably pretty close. It can be made to work. Back with a new battery, a new alternator that I'm going to make work, and a brand new seat. I took soft copper from an old HVAC project. I cut about 2.5 or 3 inches off. I smashed 1.25 inches down flat. Then I'll fill the tops of these with solder and stuff the bare ends of the new cable in. I made a custom bracket here. I kind of test fit everything. I also test the electronics because this is actually not a one-wire alternator. They didn't have any in stock, but I made this one so it works. Alright, I'm going to hit the key switch. Hopefully it starts, doesn't catch on fire. That would be the first victory. And I want to test the battery leads and make sure we're getting like 13.5 volts. We got nothing. I made a quick correction. Feel like it's not charging. I think there was a loose connection in this little connection thing that I built. I'm going to order the correct pigtail and install that. We got snow coming and I need to have this thing up and running. This may seem like a really silly job. The reason I couldn't replace that with an OEM alternator is because the previous owner hacked this wiring harness apart, and I wasn't going to go try to figure out what wires went where and did what, and there's sensors and relays and all this other nonsense. Came to a point where I went through and took all of the wiring out except the wires I needed to start and the fuel shut off. So the machine functions perfectly fine, but you know, I don't have all the stupid gauges, and so that's why I couldn't replace this with an OEM. I've fought the batteries on this thing for like 2 years now because I just didn't really have a great way to fix that alternator. I think I'm ready for winter. All the equipment's put away, lined up, fuel barrels are put away. Let it snow. Well, less than 24 hours later, we have a pretty good snowfall on the ground. I'm really glad I took the time to get those repairs done yesterday, get everything kind of put away. Everything is harder when it's cold. Starting equipment, moving stuff, it's tough. I also think the first snowfall of the year is one of the prettiest things, probably second to fall. This was meant to be a short video, and it was. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the flippity flop.